Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of May 20th through the 26th. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, if you happen to have a birthday this week, happy birthday. I am using the Fenestra Tarot along with the Magical Times Empowerment cards. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, Gemini, I do have the Eight of Pentacles. And so the Eight of Pentacles, for some of you, this can represent you learning a new skill. Some of you Geminis might be landing a new job or maybe even moving up within the company that you already work for. Others could be very, very focused on your career, very, very focused on a project, something you're working on for those of you that don't work for a living. This is you putting a lot of time, energy, devoting a lot of time and energy to something here this week. Eight of Pentacles, working very, very hard on something. It could be taking up a lot of your time. What's interesting, Gemini, is underneath this Eight of Pentacles here, okay, that's interesting. We do have the Seven of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. So maybe some of you Geminis are dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries person. We do have this fire energy here. For those Gemini women, this could be your energy. This could be how you're coming off, especially within your career. Seven of Swords is not always negative. Seven of Swords can be someone who's like paving their own way, creating their own path. It's a very independent energy. It's a risky energy. So I could be reading for some Gemini women that maybe you're taking a big gamble here this week. Underneath the Queen of Wands, I do have the Lover's card. So for some of you, it might be on the love front. If it's not on the job front, could have something to do with the relationship. But the Lover's card also speaks about a decision. So some of you that are taking a risk, you could be making that decision here this week to maybe move forward independently, or maybe take a big gamble, a big risk here. Now, the overall energy for you guys for the week is the Empress. So we do have some feminine energy here, definitely reading for some female Geminis. But the Empress is that very, very creative energy. So some of you within your career or a project, something you're really invested in, you could be making that important decision here this week. Could be starting something new again, making your own path, maybe taking a big risk, a big gamble. Some of you are maybe giving birth to something new here with the Empress. But for me, the Empress doesn't come up with just like any old new beginning. It's something that would be very rewarding for you. For some of you, this could be on the financial front. This can be something that's going to bring you maybe some more money, abundance for some of you. Now, right at the start of the week, we have the Four of Swords with the Hanged Man. And so this is energy that I feel like some of you are dealing with here right at the start of the week, which obviously Four of Swords, it might feel as though something's on hold with this combination, like not much is happening. And so some of you are giving birth to something new. Some of you are, you know, really, really like devoted or invested in something here. But maybe it feels as though not much is happening here with this right at the start of the week. So needing to be patient with the Four of Swords. For some of you, maybe even needing to spend some time alone. For those of you that are taking a big risk or a big gamble, taking a big chance here. Definitely needing to spend some time alone. Definitely needing to go within as far as if you should do this with the Hanged Man energy. You know, that enlightenment will come in for you. So if you are taking a big chance here, a big gamble, make sure that you're, you know, taking a step back and looking at the larger picture. Are you seeing everything clearly here at this time? Needing to listen to your intuition. Now, some of you might be shaking things up because I have the Tower here. So the Tower for me can represent several different things. Yes, it can represent like the universe stepping in, things being outside of our control. Obviously, it speaks about, very, very significant change. But the Tower for me can also be that very sudden energy. It can be you shaking things up, Gemini, especially for those of you that you're taking a big gamble here. In particular, maybe you female Geminis. You might be maybe shocking someone. You could be making that life-changing decision. You might want to shake things up. Here, you might be ready to start something new. And that's not just for you females, that's for you males as well, because we do have the King of Wands here. So those male Geminis, you might have fire in your chart, or this is just how you're coming off. So I mean, males and females, we have this fiery energy here, this very passionate, creative energy, someone who's incredibly motivated. I think that at the start of the week, maybe there's a little bit of a pause here, a little bit of a wait. You might not feel as though like anything is happening, but the Tower energy is sometimes a very sudden energy that comes in. Things happening all of a sudden. Now, what's interesting is we have a couple of threes here. And so we do have this Three of Swords. And so we do have the Empress, which is a 3, and then the Three of Swords. And so I could be reading for some Geminis that there is like a 3-party situation. And that doesn't always mean like a love triangle. It certainly can be. But for some of you, it's a family matter. Others, it could be business. With this independent energy here, I could definitely be reading for some Geminis that you're going to be moving on. Maybe you're going to be going your separate way here. If you were involved with like 2 other people in a 3-party situation, maybe some of you have had enough. You're shaking things up. You might be seeing things from a different perspective here this week. This combination, the Hanged Man and the Tower, can speak about, for some of you, it can be like a strong kind of awakening that's happening here this week. You might be realizing something or seeing something from a different point of view here this week. And because of that, you're now taking action here with this Empress energy, no matter if you're male or female. This is that very fertile energy, that very creative energy. And so maybe even something has hurt your heart. Something could have been very disappointing for you. Maybe something didn't turn out the way that you expected it. And so, again, you could be shaking things up here. If you're a Gemini that did go through a loss of some kind, and that could be within the family, that could be a relationship. The Tower for me can speak about a property, a building that's significant, especially when I have the Ten of Pentacles here as well. And so for some of you, this could be like the loss of a home, something like that. So if you did go through a loss here, you could be healing. We have the Four of Swords mirroring strength here. And so with this combination, some of you are healing, but maybe this whole experience is making you stronger and wiser, Gemini, with strength. You're gaining a lot of wisdom as you go through this. It's making you stronger. Yes, some of you could be relying upon that inner strength, but I think that for some of you, if there was a loss, and that could be like a very small percentage of you, if there was a loss, you now have room actually to manifest new beginnings here. You have this very fertile energy. And so, yes, you could be learning something here this week. There could be a big realization, a shakeup, a change that's taking place here. But now you also have maybe room within your life to start something new. The Empress and the Ten of Pentacles, definitely reading for some Geminis that you're starting your own business. So maybe you left a company. For those of you that you're not landing a new job, you're maybe starting your own business. Some of you definitely might even take some time off of work. Maybe you just need a little bit of a break, but then I do see some of you maybe going into business for yourself, and that's that, gamble that you're going to be taking. That's that path that you are basically, creating for yourself. You're paving your own way. If you were waiting on some sort of help to come in, we do have the Six of Pentacles here. If you were waiting on some sort of assistance or some sort of help to come in for you, I feel like it's on its way. I feel like it's on its way. It could be from a fire sign person. If you were waiting on a decision, some sort of help, waiting on something to come through, I definitely feel like it's on its way. Maybe some of you have to be patient when it comes to this, but it's coming in. There is going to be some sort of help that is coming in for you, Gemini. Let's pull you an additional guidance card. Gemini, what else does Gemini need to know for this week? All right, let's see here. Expectation. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. Okay, I feel like this resonates very much. I feel like this resonates very much, Gemini. So be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. So no matter what you went through, again, for some of you, it's like a learning experience. I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So for those of you that, if there was a loss or there's just a shakeup, maybe the universe did step in, I think it's in your highest good. It's always in your highest good, but definitely in your highest good, because some of you are going to be starting something that maybe it's something you've always wanted to do. You do have a blessing that's coming in for you. Some of you might need to be open to this. Be open to this. Sometimes we're not always so open or receptive to certain things happening, but I feel like some of you are definitely dealing with higher forces, things happening that are very much meant to happen for you here at this time. It's because you're being led towards a dream coming true for some of you, something that you've always wanted. So yeah, Gemini, definitely very interesting reading. If you happen to have a birthday this week, again, happy birthday. I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great week.